All right, guys. I hope everybody's doing well. Hang on, let me move my Chromebook over here so I can do two things for you. Okay, I realized that I did not do a video for you about your final project, and I've had a couple of email questions about it. Um, so I wanted to do a quick video to kind of explain what I am looking for with your final project. So first of all, remember this is the final project. So this is this replaces a test. You do not have a test for me. This final project is due on Friday at 11:59 p.m. No exceptions, because I need to get up and grade them very early Saturday morning so those can get done and grades can get submitted. So make sure that things are in on time. This is a new assignment for me. I've never assigned this before. So, you know, where the other assignments I can anticipate questions because I've, you know, assigned things in the past. This one I've never assigned. So I don't know what the issues are going to be. So I'm going to try to walk through it of what I think might be issues. And hopefully clarify this a little bit for you. So what I'm doing is I'm looking over top of this computer onto my other screen to kind of go through the instructions for your final project. So, all right. So it says that you will need to select a film series or television show, something that you are familiar with. I don't care what it is, but think about things that we've talked about this semester. So, you know, maybe you want to look at, you know, I don't know, maybe you want to look at a TV show that you can see that represents culture, or a TV show or movie that talks about socialization. You know, one of the movies that I show in my full-time job to my middle schoolers is Sandlot. So we talk about Sandlot and we talk about different roles and things. But, you know, Sandlot can very easily be examples of socialization and social interaction. I personally am a big fan of Yellowstone. Yellowstone could be a good, you know, TV series to look at culture. Maybe you watch Chicago PD and you want to use that as something that might show crime deviance and social control. But here's the thing. If I don't care what you pick, a couple of you asked me about language in this show. If it's on TV, it's fine. If there's profanity in it, it's fine. Now, don't send me, you know, don't use some X-rated, you know, don't use some X-rated TV show that, or something that you know darn well is not appropriate for school. But yes, if it's a show that's on mainstream TV and there's swearing in it, it's fine. When you're looking at, so what you're doing is you're looking for clips and captions explaining at least 4 different sociological concepts. So if I was looking at Yellowstone, I would go to YouTube and I would look for a Yellowstone, you know, 4 Yellowstone clips that can illustrate 4 different topics in a culture chapter. If I was looking at, if I was going to use the Sandlot, I would go to YouTube and I would look for 4 movie clips that illustrate concepts in the socialization and social interaction chapter. If I was going to use Chicago PD, I would go to YouTube and I would look for clips that illustrate topics covered in the crime deviant, social control, also culture would work, chapter. So it's not just that you're looking at culture, you're looking at socialization, or you're looking at social interaction. It's concepts within that chapter. And hopefully that makes sense. You know, hopefully you can kind of visualize where I'm going with this as far as, you know, what I'm looking for. So I'm sorry, I should have pulled this up before I started this video. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling up your textbook online. So if I was looking at, let's see here. So let's say I was looking at culture. So I would get into chapter 3, which is the culture chapter, and I would look at, you know, things that are in that chapter. You know, maybe there are elements of culture that are, you know, looked at and there's examples in the TV show, or maybe maybe I want to look at cultural lag. Maybe there was some example of the time between introduction of something into mainstream media or mainstream culture and when it's accepted. Or maybe I'm looking at ethnocentrism. Maybe there's an example of where somebody was judging another culture based on their own. That's what I'm looking for. Then those are just, honestly guys, those are just offhanded, throw them out there kind of examples. Make sure that yours are concrete. But again, if you are needing a clip, and like I don't have cable at home, so I am fully streaming services. So for me, it might be a little bit hard. But like if I was going to go and watch a part of Chicago PD, I'm okay if you like use your phone to record part of a show. I don't know. I'm not that technologically advanced. I don't know if y'all can download those and, make clips of it. Maybe you can. But I'm looking for you to find examples of topics in a chapter. Now, the ones I have listed, you can go outside of that. I listed culture, socialization, groups, crime and deviance, social stratification. You can go outside of that. If there's, a chapter that you really liked, use it. Maybe you want to look at religion. Maybe you want to look at relationships, marriage and family, maybe education, maybe healthcare. Any topic that is in any chapter, big topic that's in your textbook, you may use. What's listed there in that final project are just examples. Okay. So you are looking for 4 different sociological concepts in that film, TV series, whatever it is that you are using. I want you to try to find a clip that's 30 seconds to a minute in length. And what you're going to do is you're going to link that, and then underneath it, you're going to tell me what's happening in that clip, and then you're going to explain what is that clip illustrating. So, and then you need to also explain to me what the concept is. So if you're getting in there and your clip is an example of, let's say it's an example of ethnocentrism from chapter 3. So you need to explain your clip, tell me what's going on. Remember, I may not be familiar with the show or movie that you're using. So make sure that you explain to me what's going on in that clip, any background that I might need. And then let's say it's an example of ethnocentrism. So you're going to tell me this clip is an example of ethnocentrism. Ethnocentrism is when, the evaluation and judgment of another culture based on one's own cultural norms. So it's basically you're judging, another culture based on your own culture. And then tell me why that clip is an example. Because in this clip, so-and-so does this, and that's an example of ethnocentrism. I need you to be able to see the relationship between course material and what's out there that you might be seeing in the world, whether it's TV, movie, whatever. But make sure that you show me video clips. Now, if you can't get a clip, so let's say you see an episode of, I don't know, Everybody Loves Ray or George Lopez or whatever it is, and you can't figure out how to get just a clip of it, go ahead and give me the whole link to that episode, but then tell me starting at minute 4:30, at 4 minutes, 32 seconds, here's the example. Please make sure that you use links that are public. I can't log into your Netflix. So make sure that you use links that are public. So YouTube is a good place to look at that. Hopefully that makes sense. Then you also need to include clips and captions that illustrate all 4 of the theoretical perspectives. You need to find clips that also illustrate functionalism, conflict, symbolic interaction, and feminist theory. Okay. Before each clip, you should explain what concept is being demonstrated and how it's being demonstrated. You need to tell me explain the clip, what is going on, what theory is being shown in it, and explain the theory. Okay. Now it talks about a work cited. As long as you give me the clip, that's all that you need to give me. I'm okay with that. I know it says production information. I'm not really actually too concerned about that. You can leave that out. Don't stress about. In fact, I'm going to edit that right now. I'm going to take that out. Oh, well, I can't while I'm talking to you, but don't worry about that. As long as I have a link to the clip, I'm good. You really shouldn't need outside sources because you're using your textbook and you're using class information and you're using, the video clip. So when you get done with this, you need to have 8 things that you are explaining, 4 concepts from the textbook from the semester, and then examples of each of the 4 main theoretical perspectives. So in theory, you have 8 different clips that you are submitting. 4 that show concepts from a chapter, and then 4 that show major theoretical perspectives. Yes, you could have a clip that illustrates, for example, ethnocentrism, but also conflict theory. It's okay to use that, but make sure that it's accurate. So yeah, maybe you only have 4 clips because each clip shows a concept and you can also relate a theory. Maybe you have 8 clips because you can find, 1 clip for topics in chapters and then different clips for the theories. I don't care if you use the same film or TV series. You can use different ones. That's okay. Maybe you have 1 clip from, for just the examples I was using. Maybe you have 1 clip from Sandlot, and you have 1 clip from Yellowstone, and you have 1 clip from Chicago PD, and you have 1 clip from George Lopez, and you have 1 clip from Everybody Loves Ray, and you have 1 clip from Stranger Things. I don't know, whatever. I don't care. That's fine. It can be you can have 8 totally different film series or shows that you're using. You can have 4, you can have 3, whatever it is. But whatever you give me, make sure that you have 4 concepts from the semester and all 4 theories that you are giving examples of. I am looking for you to also explain to me why your clip is an example. How you're going to do that is tell me. So this clip that I'm giving you from Yellowstone, here's what's going on in the clip. I think it's illustrating functionalism. Here's what functionalism means, and this is why it's an example. Okay, everything that you do, here's what this concept means. Here's why I think it's an example. You need to show me that you understand course material. Don't just say this Everybody Loves Ray is an example of functionalism. That's not going to work. What from that TV show illustrates functionalism? What is functionalism, and why does that video clip illustrate that? I'm going to actually edit your assignment to make sure that I'm clear on that. Be creative with it. I don't care how you do this. If you want to do this in a Google Doc, if you want to do it in a slide presentation, I don't care. I don't even care, y'all that are really creative. I don't care if you do your own video, but you have to show me the episode or the clip. So if you're making your own video and you're going to talk about what the concepts are and you're going to talk about the theories, make sure that when you create the video that you are showing the video clip. You know what I mean? Because I'm not going to be able to click on a link and go to it. So if this was me and I say, okay, now I want you to watch this clip, you need to make sure that that clip is visible in your video that you submit. If you want to do that, that's fine. You can do this however you want. You can do it all on a Google Doc. That's fine too. Just make sure that you download the doc to be a PDF. And that's file, download, save as PDF. Make sure that your links are correct. Make sure it's nothing that's from, inside your own YouTube or Hulu, because I can't get to those. Hopefully this helps a little bit. Hopefully that helps. If you have questions, let me know. Hopefully this will clear it up a little bit. Email me if you're stuck. Remember that this is due Friday night at 11:59 p.m. I appreciate if you get them in early because there's a lot of those I need to grade Saturday morning. But please let me know if you have questions. Yeah, that's all. All right, guys, have a good week. Finish strong. Thanks.